With a title like Pantsu Hunter back to the 90s, you know you were in for a weird title. What I didn't expect though was a point and click adventure without any nudity or sexual visuals considering the premise. But is it worth hunting out, or is it just pants? I'm James Amero here at SwitchWatch. Let's jump in and find out. You play as Kenji Kojima, a college student with a reputation as a jack of all trades. He's been doing odd jobs on the side and believes he has cracked the secret to understanding a woman and finding his perfect mate. No, it's not based on her likes, nor is it based on how she interacts with others or how she looks. No. It's down to what collection, wait for it, of panties she has. Yes, what panties she has. In a very creepy turn of events, he decides to use this knowledge by getting into girls' houses, then making them leave the room while he undertakes his panty hunting quest. The developer will have us believe it's all very, very romantic. I'm not so convinced. The story has some surprising depth to it. You talk to the girls and find out about their past. Generally, each one has some kind of sad events or issues, which feels at odds with the bizarre premise, but I really didn't get attached to any of the characters at all. The game clashes serious and stupid, and it just doesn't fit, it doesn't work for me. The game is a visual novel and uses a simple point and click mechanic. The story is broken down into scenarios. In each you will find yourself with a different girl trying to find their panties without being caught or failing. It's tougher than it sounds. Each scenario has many different endings, most of them end badly, and only one shows you the true ending in which you will succeed. As you look around and interact with items, you will fail very often, frustratingly so. Sit on a chair and it breaks, you get kicked out, or click on a fruit bowl and you will fail. It feels like you are trying to find out the right sequence of clicks to succeed. Success will involve an annoyingly specific order of clicks in conversation. It ends up being frustrating and not particularly logical. As you explore, you will need to get items which you can then use to find panties. Often, however, the panties are not even needed to succeed, which makes the purpose of the game wishy-washy. There are some funny events and some clever and obscure clues that unlock hidden areas, but in general the gameplay is just not fun. It doesn't come together, and I'm sorry to say that it's quite boring at times. I couldn't get into the game. I found failing frustrating and having to click through lots of lines of text, try a slightly different order, fail and try again, soon became quite tiring. It just seems as though the gameplay is very generic.
I have an idea. You can help me with my studies.
In terms of style, the soundtrack is really nice. It's a tip of the hat to the late 80s and early 90s. On top of that, the game is narrated in English. It is slightly wooden, mainly down to some dodgy translations of certain lines, but it's a nice touch overall. The game pays homage to animes from the 90s and does it well. The pastel palette and well-drawn scenes and characters are great. Of course, because of the topic, not a lot goes on that's particularly exciting, but nonetheless, the visuals are a high point. And sadly, performance-wise, things aren't great. I experienced a few bugs where you could no longer move the cursor or click on items. These broke the game and I needed to restart the level on multiple occasions. The frustration is enhanced because I found the bugs came later on in stages when you really didn't want to restart. The loading times are also quite long. When you consider it's just a visual novel, this could have been cut down quite some. Coming in at $12.99 in the US and £11 in the UK, it's expensive for a visual story when there are better options out there, and ultimately you're getting a game that's going to last you 4 or 5 hours. Overall, I can't find any reason to recommend this game, sadly. It has nice visuals and a good soundtrack, but the gameplay is painful and it's buggy. The story is not great and nothing grabs you. Overall, it's a very disappointing 4 out of 10. Yes, it's a pants game, one to skip. If you're looking for something a bit better, then why not check out our upcoming Switch RPGs ranked list. Yes, there are many great games coming out that we are very, very hyped about. I'm James Amero and this is SwitchWatch. I want to just say a massive thank you to all of our subscribers. Thank you very much for all of your support. If it's your first time here and you want more content like this delivered to you, then why not consider subscribing and hit that bell to get notifications. Thank you very much. Take care.